lines up in the slot because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
He's going to take off. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff pipe.
Headed to the end zone. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Price. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And he added the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Through the raindrops, the ball just squirted right through him. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Wants to throw on second down. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Price. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Jones. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They go to the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's going to pass. Release to the back. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A first down for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. It's caught. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Cornerbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The cornerback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to get the corner. Plows through the defense. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Price. Now rolling to the left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pressure coming. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Trying to barge in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oregon 14, Clemson 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Price. Finds his tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. With the catch, it's Pitts. Tripped up for the tackle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He gets it blocked. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for the...
Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really...
It's blocked. Now they've got to get on it. Defense falls on the ball, and now a field goal could give them the lead. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 10. And he takes it all the way back to the house, and just like that, the 2 gives them the lead right back. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's got it again. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks.